Welcome to the new episode of Roll Die for Adventure. Can I ask you a question before we begin? Have you ever wanted to have your own podcast? If so, we would like to recommend Podbean. We have been using it for the last 3 years and we love it. It's easy to use and the customer support is amazing. Just go to podbean.com and enter the code HauntedLog at checkout and get your first month of podcasting for free. That's podbean.com, code HauntedLog. Now, on to the show. So last time, you guys went to Nomengard, and you saved the Mad King and his husband. Did you guys even fight the Mimic?
Yes.
Yeah, we won.
I knew I should have listened to the episode. You also helped Adabra. You brought her back to town so she could ensure the town master that she was fine in her little lighthouse and she was going to stay there. You had a little shopping montage, and so now it's a couple days later. You've rested up, recharged, did all that good stuff. Is there anything you want to do in the town, or would you like to check the quest board?
Where do I need to go to sell my hat of wizardry?
That can be the general store, or you can also go to the coster. She's better prices.
Let's go there.
Apecia, you do not have to be here unless you guys decided to meet up on this day.
I'm sure I'd like to check out the store. Ooh-to-do. Oh, fancy meeting you here.
Hey, how's it going?
So you guys walk into the coster, and the kind of butch lady there's behind the counter. And when she sees you guys walk in, she's like, the orc killers. How can I help you guys today?
Hi, do you what kind of weapons do you have? Any crossbows? Hand crossbows?
They would have the basic ones that you have.
Oh, I just have a short bow.
So a crossbow.
I don't even know if it's better than my short bow.
You want a hand crossbow?
I don't know what I want.
Because I think your short bow does 1d8 damage.
1d6 plus 3 piercing damage.
This one does 1d8 piercing, plus you would still be proficient in it.
So you say a light crossbow or a hand crossbow?
I don't know what's the difference.
Oh, a hand crossbow is martial ranged weapons.
Yeah, it's like a handgun.
And that is 1d6 piercing. I don't know why it's less damage than the other one, but...
Because the light crossbow is bigger. Bigger bolts.
The short bow is in the same category as the light crossbow, and you're going to get to roll a 1d8 as opposed to a 1d6. So she's going to tell you, she'll hold up this light crossbow. She's like, I just got this in today, brand new, hasn't killed anything yet, but it works great. I've tested it. Generally, they go for 25, but I think we've already established that I love my little orc killers, so I'll give it to you for 20 gold pieces.
Sold.
Now you are going to need some bolts to go with that.
Oh, how much are those?
You get 20 for a gold piece.
So it's a pretty good price for them.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, I'm gonna get 60 for 3 gold pieces.
She hands that stuff over to you and says, pleasure, little lady. I hope to see you back. Kill some more orcs. We'll see what we can do.
Thank you.
And what can I do for you, Sir Turtle?
I want to sell this hat of wizardry here. How much you give it for me?
She's kind of taken aback. She's like, oh, where did you get this?
I had to kill somebody for it.
Hope it was an orc.
We'll say it's an orc.
Normally they go for 500. This is a very wondrous item. I think I'll part with 525. I'll take it for 525, I mean.
Alright, you got yourself a deal.
She goes behind the counter to her special little safe and counts out gold. It's a lot. It takes a minute. And then she hands you a big old bag.
What do you got for sale?
We have all your basic weapons, armors. We don't really carry anything other than that because the general store in town does.
Okay. All right, that's all I got.
Anything else for you?
Hey, Miss Lady selling stuff. What was your name again?
She extends her hand and she says, I'm Lenine Greywood. Nice to meet ya.
Hello, Lenine. I'm Pesia. I would like to buy studded leather, please.
She holds up what looks like a brand new, freshly cut set of studded leather.
Smells like cow.
Goes for 45. I'll give it to you for 40.
Sold.
So that's essentially going to give you an additional 1 to whatever your AC is now.
Yeah, I figured it out. I'm getting smart.
Yeah, see? Woo!
Would you like to buy my leather armor?
I'll buy it for 20. It's usually worth 10.
Sold.
She says this has got some good orc blood on it, and she takes a big old whiff into it.
She kind of gets off on the orc killing.
Fucking hates them.
Smells like farts.
So, Vutha, your companions are in the coster, buying and selling shit.
Oh, fuck, that's me. I forgot my name again. I'm gonna have to change it. Something that actually... It's short for Vutholomew.
So I know last time Vutha bought and sold whatever he really wanted then, but if you thought of anything else.
No, I don't think there's really much that I need.
Mr. Sheldor, did you want to look at any additional armor? Or are you good with what you have?
I can't wear armor.
That makes sense.
I got that big ass shell on my back.
If we're done at the coster, is there anything else you want to visit? We have Barthen's Provisions, which is the general store. The Miners' Exchange, which I don't know why you would go there. There's the Shrine of Luck.
Ooh, what's the Shrine of Luck?
That sounds very fortunate. We should go there.
That's exactly what it is.
There's no such thing as luck. Just give me your coins.
A shrine dedicated to Timora, who is the goddess of luck and good fortune, Arn.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a whole story about her.
No, that's a different sister, and she turned out to be a mind flayer, and she can go fuck herself with her tentacles. If you want to check out the quest board, you can do that.
To the quest board! Am I the only one going to the quest board?
Oh, I found the quest board.
As you approach the quest board, you see there are 2 quests. There's one from the last time you checked, and there's a new one.
Butter Skillet Ranch.
Goal.
What the hell's a butter skull?
You might find out.
You seen her body, but her skull.
Is that like a butterface?
Nikki, that was perfect. I guess I'm too Iowa because it's a skull made out of butter.
Everybody's got butterfaces in Iowa?
No, it's butter carving. The Iowa State Fair every year has a ginormous, butter sculpture tent.
Oh. Sorry, I've never been.
Neither have I, actually.
How do they keep it from not melting?
It's a cool tent, I believe.
Well, I think this Butter Skull Ranch quest sounds fun.
Yeah, plus I'm not a delivery man.
Oh, Jason's here too, right before we go on the quest. Look at that.
And here comes Rumpy approaching the quest board.
Lumpy?
Rumpy.
Rumpy.
Hey,
Rumpy.
Rumpy!
Rumplemints.
Let's go, Rumpy!
Butterskull Ranch quest. Orcs have attacked Butterskull Ranch, 5 miles east of Coneyberry along the Tribor Trail. Travel there with haste, assess the damage, and help any way you can. Alphonse Calazorn, the ranch owner, is a retired sheriff who can reward you for your efforts. If he's dead, return to Townmaster Harbin Wester with proof of Calazorn's demise to receive a reward of 100 gold pieces.
What if we demise him?
Well, don't fucking tell anybody you did.
Okay.
I'd say it's about mid-morning. You guys set out. You make pretty good time. It's a decent day.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, and there's butterflies everywhere.
We're off to see the wizard.
Butterflies!
Butterflies to butter school. As you guys get maybe 2 hours outside of town, you're chit-chatting, riding along, watching the road, nothing seems to be happening, and all of a sudden, an entire shadow flies over the top of you. It engulfs your cart, your donkeys, everything, and you look up and you see the white dragon heading towards Phandalin.
Look, it's the white dragon!
Birdie!
If that dragon destroys the town, we might not get paid.
We might have to go back to town, guys. I can't go without getting my 25 gold pieces.
Okay.
As you guys are talking about this, we'll say you had a longer conversation. But the shadow passes over you again going the other way, and when you look up, this dragon has a humongous cow in its claws, and it's going back the way it came.
Cow!
Somebody's eating well.
I think she's feeding her babies.
You could probably assume that Phandalin's safe. You know, a farmer probably just lost a cow, a couple people probably shit themselves. You guys make it about halfway, and the sun is down. Your mules need some rest. How would you like to go about camping?
We're going to camp on the side of the road. It's the safest. The big fire. I'll take the first watch.
Through Vutha's watch, you hear a little rustling in the bushes.
I'm going to sneak off and let it attack everybody while they sleep. I won't do that. Since I'm about to rest, I got plenty of spells to blow through. I'm just going to grip my warhammer nice and I'm going to stand up and...
It is a clear night with a full moon, and there is plenty of light. And you can hear the crickets chirping and your companion snoring, and this bush is rustling every so often. And all of a sudden, out jumps a little kitty cat. It looks at you and goes,
That's a flurgan.
Well, since everybody's sleeping and they won't see it, I'm going to stomp on it and eat it.
It trusts you 100%. It looks fairly young. So as you approach it to stomp on it, it just looks up at you with its big sparkly eyes and its tail, down. It looks comfortable with you. And it expects a pat on the head.
Yeah, it's going to get a pat on the head, all right.
And then its world ends.
I'm gonna cry. This is terrible.
And it was a small creature too.
Yeah, I can talk to small beasts.
Maybe you can talk to it on the way out.
So you guys may have in your sleep heard, no!
You're supposed to be sleeping.
Roll perception, the sleeping party members.
10.
14.
Alright, so I rolled a 19.
You all wake up.
But just in time to hear the amazing splat and crunch of, the lizard man taking a big, giant bite of this cat's belly in between its front and back legs. And, just kind of juices squirting out. And...
Why?
Wow.
Why not? I say in a little, a liver falls out of my mouth.
Oh.
This is good. You want some?
No. You're awful, Vutha.
I'm hungry.
You're always hungry.
Everyone else is speechless.
He kept you safe. He kept watch.
Does it taste like chicken?
Tastes like raw cat.
This isn't the first time.
Probably not the last.
Is anyone too traumatized to go back to sleep? Butha can get some rest.
Not me.
I'll stay awake.
I'm gonna go walk over to the bush and rustle it around to see if there's any more in there.
The sound of cats screaming has traumatized, and I can't go to sleep. It's in my ears.
Butha rustles the bush, and 3 more little kittens come out.
Ooh, I can get one.
I jump on them and try to save them all.
I take my long sword out and say, "Don't you dare!"
What is your guys' problems? What, do you not eat? Are you guys vegetarians? Tell me you're not. I know the elf is.
I don't eat cute kitty cats.
They're not cute, they're ugly. They're covered in fur. It's disgusting.
You're ugly. You're covered in scales. You're disgusting.
I'm actually quite handsome. Everybody tells me so back at the swamp.
I'm just doing like the tennis match thing, looking back and forth between the both of them.
Did I save the kitties?
Well, as they're arguing, they smell death and blood of their little brother, and they run off into the woods.
God damn it.
Be free, my little friends.
And if Butha would like to get any rest, you certainly can.
I'll sit back at the campfire and finish my kitten, and then I'll look for a puddle to sleep in if there are.
Right when he falls asleep, I'm going to kick him right in the tail.
Oh no.
She's a feisty little gnome.
One dead cat. That's not how I thought that would go.
Oh, not at all.
Does Arn get an inspiration point for that?
I think I want to give Arn an inspiration point, but the only thing that would have made that better is if you were stroking Bing Bong while talking about eating a little defenseless kitty.
I think he was stroking Bing Bong.
No, that was Ash.
Okay, see?
Okay, he doesn't care about Ash, just Bing Bong.
As you guys wake up, the only bad thing that happened after that was, perhaps Apecia's face is all swollen from crying. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's early in the morning. It's kind of an overcast sky, and you've got maybe half a day's travel left. About noon, 1 o'clock. You should have about 8 miles left to reach the ranch when you approach an eerily silent town. A worn wooden post reads Coneyberry. The party can travel through this town on the most direct path or go around, adding at least 90 minutes to your journey.
It's like dead, like a ghost town?
Yeah.
I saw this on a show I just watched.
Straight through.
This reminds me of Wheel of Time.
The sign is weathered. There's nothing. There's nobody. You hear nothing other than your basic nature sounds. There's no bustling streets, no giggling children playing, etc. and so forth. But the path, if you continue following it, goes straight through the town.
I mean, I'll go straight through the town.
Yeah, let's do it.
I don't fear nothing. I go straight through the town. Well, we kind of have to. We're all riding on the wagon.
I kind of look around for Coney Island and don't see it, so...
As you reach the center of this abandoned town, you see 3 horses grazing near an old well. Give me a perception check.
18.
15.
10.
19.
Everybody notices these horses bear a brand of BAK.
B-A-K.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch ass. Know-it-all.
I was going to say black-eyed kids, but that doesn't acronym correctly.
Big ass kids.
Yes, kids.
If anybody recalls the quest board, you know that the ranch owner is named Alphonse Calazorn.
Think of Butterskull, Alphonse, Calicorn, Calico, fucking corn.
Yeah.
Right. That guy.
But that is all you see in this town. Would you guys like to do anything with the horses, Butha?
Yeah, we better.
You need some horse
I'm
meat?
gonna eat it.
You leave them?
Jump on one.
No, we should definitely get them and take them to Butterskull Ranch. There'll be a reward, a fat reward, I bet.
Somebody needs to give me an animal handling check. Whoever is approaching these horses.
Oh boy. I already said I was going up there.
I shouldn't do it. I'm 7 foot and ugly.
16.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I don't know if it's your small stature or if it's your overall aura, but these horses barely bat an eye. They know that you're coming, but they continue grazing, and they're going to let you approach.
Can I talk to them? Are they considered a small beast?
No, they're probably medium size.
Maybe if you shrink them.
Okay. I say, hello, horsies. Would you like to come with us?
They keep grazing.
Okay. Then do they have like any equipment on them?
I'll say that they do have some, what they call it, bridles,
Yeah.
and one of them has a saddle. They look kind of beat up. Their health is not in danger. They're not going to die or anything, but they look like they've been through some shit.
Yeah.
But they do have bridles on them.
All right. I'm going to grab their bridles.
I mean, like those nags at Indian Cave State Park with the prolapsed anuses?
No, their anuses are fine.
So far.
Never felt more unsafe in my entire life riding those things. I was waiting for their legs to break underneath me. My fucking horse in front of me took a shit. I swear its intestines came out like 6 inches. It was really gross. And
They are otherwise healthy. They look like, other than whatever they've been through,
Anyway.
they've been well taken care of.
Now I'm going to be thinking about horses with prolapsed anuses.
You're welcome.
Google it.
Maybe. Ew. Pesia, you're going to guide them?
Yep.
Are you just going to walk with them, or?
I'll just walk them.
That's going to slow you guys down a bit. It's probably going to take you another hour or two to get to the ranch.
Oh, shit. I thought we cut through this town to cut time off, not add.
Well, maybe we should check around the town and see if there's any loot.
This place is an absolute ghost town. There's most of the buildings are crumbling and in ruins. You don't see anything. Like, where the horses were eating was in the middle of the square, and the grass was so high. Pesia's, kind of wading through it.
I can't see you, Apesia. Where are you?
I'm down here.
Where?
Down here. I jump up and put my hand up through the grass.
Oh, there you are.
Can't see me guiding the horses through the grass.
All I see is horses walking.
It does take you, just a tiny bit longer. Not a huge deal. But halfway between Coneyberry, the town you were just in, and the ranch, you spot a beautiful milk cow. Around its neck is a large collar with a sparkling tag. She's just grazing.
We could get 3 magic beans for this cow.
All this random ass livestock on your way to the ranch.
All right, should we grab the cow and take it too?
Where are you? A menagerie? A fucking ark?
She doesn't have any bridle or anything like that. All she has is this collar. And Apesia, you're already guiding 3 horses.
Just want to save all the animals.
I mean, you're gonna have to find another way or ask for
I
help.
got rope.
Oh, you're gonna eat them.
I'm only gonna eat a horse or a cow if it's like, that's a lot of work.
Okay.
That's where you can pick up a small mammal and just eat it like a sandwich.
Rip its head off.
I mean, if I get hungry enough, sure, I'll eat a horse.
If you get
I'll eat a
hungry
cow.
enough, I'll give you one of the horses.
Oh my
I'd
god.
rather eat a cow.
You help save the cow.
That turned very quickly.
Horses are all stringy and muscular, and it was, not that great. But
Didn't you eat an orc arm?
You did eat an orc arm.
orcs are kind of disgusting, but I'm gonna eat them.
The orc was probably pretty tough. They're pretty muscular.
I'd rather eat a gnome than an orc.
That got dark a little quickly.
I wasn't listening.
So you better sleep with one eye open. Pescia, you're approaching the cow?
Sure.
The mimic.
It's Prolapse asshole eats you.
Oh, God!
Blame that one on Arn. So, the tag on her collar reads Petunia. She seems very friendly, and she is not afraid of any of you. She is also branded with the BAK.
Hi, Petunia.
It's probably not good that this ranch has all their animals loose.
If you want to put a rope around her neck, if you want to guide her by the collar, it actually seems like she is keen on following you without any of that.
What's her name?
Petunia! Alright, so I give Petunia a pat.
She kind of gently nuzzles her gigantic nose into your...
Ooh, you got me all slobbery!
They're like big dogs.
They are.
Alright, Petunia, let's go. Now is it going to take 3 hours?
No, you're making about the same amount of time. You are real close to the ranch. Takes maybe an hour more, but you start to see it on the horizon. Butterskull Ranch occupies a large plot of land on the north side of the Tribor Trail, nestled between two hills. Beyond a ramshackle wooden fence stand cornfields, an apple orchard, gardens, and pasture land. A path breaks off from the trail to lead to a 2-story farmhouse next to a pond. West of the farmhouse are the charred remains of a barn and smithy that have been burned to the ground.
Ruh-roh.
In the pasture land, you do see that a portion of the fence has been broken, and that's maybe how the livestock got out. So what are you going to do with this livestock?
Looks like there's no one home keeping house.
Looks like we're gonna have to take the skin off these where the brands are at and take them into town and try to sell them maybe.
Rumpy said there's no one home, but you do notice that there is smoke rolling out of the chimney.
Well, let's go assess the damage and see if we can help.
You say that sarcastically.
Very sarcastically.
Normal smoke coming out of the chimney, but, I mean, obviously there's other buildings that are burnt down. Are you taking the livestock with you?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and where are you going?
Straight to the place with the fire, with the chimney.
Okay, that would be the farmhouse.
The farmhouse.
The farmhouse is a 2-story log building with a pitched, shingled roof and a stone chimney. There are wooden shutters on every window that are open and offer you a glance inside. There is an abundance of orcs roaming the property, with ale steins in hands, and the fragrance of smoked meat rolling from the chimneys.
Orc party.
Hey, which one of these orcs is Alphonse Calazorn?
You already know that the orcs are being driven from their homes because of the white dragon, so the orcs have basically taken over this property.
Yeah, they're probably eating this Alphonse guy right now.
But we have to bring his remains back.
They're probably cooking him. What, do you want to scoop it off the ground when they're done? We could maybe gut an orc.
Well, if he's not fully cooked, like, we could just take his head.
Take it back to town. Here he is!
Let's try to sneak up on him. I can try to cast a spell on the biggest group we can find. Let's split up and sneak.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good.
That always works.
Because that always works in the movies.
How many orcs again?
Looking into the farmhouse, you can see inside the windows, and pretty frequently you can see orcs walking back and forth, like they're busying themselves in this property, so you know there's quite a few. There's a road or a path that leads into the front door, and then there's a path that goes real wide around to the back.
I'm gonna sneak around to the back.
Roll me a stealth.
17.
Are you taking the livestock with you?
No, I'm leaving them, like, just letting them roam right there. We can't get too far.
Well, there they go. They're going right in the fire and getting eaten.
They're grazing right where you stopped. They're in the orchards, maybe where they shouldn't be grazing, but they're safe. So you sneak around to the back. You just see the back of the farmhouse. There's a cellar that looks like it's locked. You do see an entrance right by the well to the back of the farmhouse. There are shuttered windows on here.
What are there a bunch of orcs inside the house?
Mm-hmm. It would appear they've taken over the property, and that could potentially be why all the livestock got out. Because anything that hasn't been burned or broken, I mean, it looks like it's in really good repair. It's been taken care of, and someone's taken pride in this property. But you know how orcs are.
How many orcs are we talking?
You don't know. You just see a fucking lot through the windows. This is a 2-story farmhouse. It's pretty damn big. This guy's been doing well for himself.
Game of death. All right.
Alright, I'm gonna try to sneak up to one of the windows or the doors or something.
I say we bar the doors and windows and we burn the
Burn it!
house down.
Thought we had to get his body. His body's probably in a pot right now with a soup.
Well, maybe his body's in, like, the half-burnt farmhouse. There was 2 structures, right?
There was a smithy, and there was another structure that was burnt down.
Come on, they're just orcs. Besides, I've got this.
Okay, Vusa, you got this. Show us what you got, buddy.
Yeah, okay, kitty eater.
Alright, I'm gonna sneak up to a window.
On what side of the house? Did you follow her to the back?
No, I'm going to the front. Who's going to the front? Who's going to the back?
So, Vutha, I need some sort of sneak roll to look in the window.
What's a inspiration point? It's a reroll?
Yeah, it's pretty much a reroll. So if you
Yeah.
roll shitty, you can choose to roll again.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose to roll again. Alright, 13. Better than 5.
This wouldn't need a high roll, but 5 would not be good.
Oh, wait, and I have disadvantage
Why?
because of the armor I'm wearing. 2.
Can you just take your
Yeah.
take your inspiration point, take the 5. Okay.
I take out my longsword.
Vutha goes up to the window, and when he looks in, he sees a kitchen. And there are 4 orcs. There are 2 that are fussing over whatever the fuck they're cooking, and 2 more that are clinking their steins together. They seem to hear something, and they kind of look towards the window, but they don't seem to notice anything.
Because they're morons.
God damn, I'm stealthy.
So you're looking into a kitchen, and there's 4 orcs you can see there.
Alright, so what I want to do is I want to cast a spell called Shatter.
Nice.
It's a 10-foot radius, so I want to cast it into the house, making sure that these 4 orcs are within the radius, and maybe it'll catch some other people too.
This is a very large kitchen.
Well, then I'll get these 4 dudes in the kitchen.
Well, the 2 cooking are in the back. Like, literally 25 feet away are the
God
other 2
damn.
drinking. Yeah, it's a very large farmhouse. So you can go for the cooking 2, or you can go for the drinking 2.
The cooking too, because they probably have utensils.
Always go with the fire.
So they have to take Constitution saving throws. Yeah, 14.
I'm going to roll for each of them, since there's 2. Ooh, that's not good. To the left failed. The one to the right fucking failed.
It'd be 15 to each of those.
Hey, that's exactly what they needed.
A loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of your choice within range, and each creature blah blah blah.
Doesn't matter, they're dead. But the other 2 with steins jump up and what happened?
It probably knocks everything over and cracks walls, and because
Yeah.
a creature made of inorganic materials such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage on the saving throw. I mean, it attacks monsters, but
They're confused as shit. Their intelligence is not very high, so they're gonna run over thinking that whatever the 2 were cooking maybe exploded, maybe they did something wrong.
oh hey, this is interesting. A non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried also takes damage if it's in the spell's area. So basically, everything in that area that's not worn or held is going to be destroyed.
Whatever they were cooking?
Everything, like the pot, unless it's a magical pot.
No.
The cupboards, the floors, the tables.
All that shit's just exploded. Is it 10 foot high? How high is it?
It doesn't talk about height. Oh, it's a sphere.
Okay.
So it would be 10 foot high, 10 foot low.
Congratulations, you blew that back part of the house off.
It does not tell me how high the ceilings are, but I do have to. This is such an elaborate farmhouse. I think they're bigger. They're higher than 10 feet.
Vaulted ceilings,
barely.
sure.
Yeah. But yeah, you destroy the fuck out of the kitchen. There's a giant hole in the wall to the back. And you
Perfect.
probably just alerted the entire house that there's something happening here.
I was to create the distraction, right?
Can they see me? Like, am I on that back side of the house now? Am I visible?
You're on the opposite back side of the house, so you're standing there looking into the windows, and all of a sudden, the back part of the wall just flies out. I'm glad you were not near that.
Yeah.
So what is Experia gonna do with this fucking wall that just blew out?
I am going to peek around the side and shoot one of the guys running around with my new light crossbow.
Alright, let's do it.
I see them and I shoot them.
They're standing there scratching their heads like, what happened? What happened?
16 to hit.
Faux show, yes.
10 damage. And then that would be considered a sneak attack, right?
Since they did not know you were there, I will give you the sneak attack, but after that, they're gonna know.
Okay. 8 damage.
Did you say 8? So, the one orc has barely had enough time to realize he was being attacked before he falls back and he is dead. Let's roll some initiative for the final orc that is in this room.
23.
12.
13.
Were there any orcs on the outside that that explosion got their attention that are now coming towards the house?
You do not notice that. However, it's a large farmhouse, but this was a huge explosion. So any other orcs in this area heard that. They're gonna know something's happening. What'd you get, Rumpy?
Well, since I wasn't in the area or around near there, I wouldn't have an attack anyway, but...
Where were you? Were you hanging back?
I was taking a position to cover everybody's back.
Okay, so we're gonna put you at the end of the order. So, Experia, you are up first. You have one orc standing there pissing himself. There's a literal puddle between his legs. He knows you're there, though, so you can't sneak attack this time.
Okay. 4.
Miss. You were doing too good. You flew too close to the sun.
Right.
So this orc regains his composure, and he only knows you are there. He's going to just get to you. He grabs his great axe, and that is a 16 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That is 8 slashing damage to you. And that brings us to Vutha at the front of the farmhouse.
I'm gonna toll the dead on it. Wisdom saving throw of 14.
10. That's a fail.
Has it been wounded? It hasn't been wounded, has it?
No, not yet. Its pride has been a little wounded.
7 damages.
That takes us to Sheldor. He now knows there's people at the front and the back of this farmhouse.
How far away are they?
He's about 30 feet away, because this room's about 30 feet.
Alright, I move to engage. And I take out the pain maker. And I say, here comes the pain, motherfucker! 18.
That hits good.
12 points of damage.
That orc falls down dead. As this happens, you hear a bunch of footsteps. Directly from the room to the right, the door flies open and you see a group of orcs ready to come into the room. Rumplemans, you're up.
Are any in range?
Where are you?
I took up like a rear guard.
So you're still outside?
Yeah.
If you're outside, they're coming in a door that is 10 feet diagonally to the east.
Okay, and I can see them through a window?
If you're looking through the dining room window on the outside, you can see the one that just flung open the door. It's 35 feet to get to the window on the other side.
Don't need to. Knock an arrow. 12 to hit.
That's a miss. The arrow flies right past and actually goes into the door jamb right in front of his face. Pescia, you're next. So you're outside of the farmhouse.
Yeah, looking through the big hole.
Looking through the big hole, and outside of this door that's inside the farmhouse to another room over here, you see orcs filing through.
So I can shoot my bow at the first one.
You can shoot them, however, you cannot move to make melee range. You can do ranged shot, like with your crossbow.
So how many feet are they away?
They're like 40 feet.
As an assassin, level 3, I have advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn in combat. In addition, any hit against a surprised creature is a crit. I have advantage against the first one. A 4 and a 3.
Oh, what?
7.
Oh my gosh.
7.
Is that the only set of dice you have?
This orc just had a arrow fly into the door jamb in front of its face, and as he ducks, another one flies in the opposite direction right past his head and lands into the other wall. What's going on?
Which way did they come, George? Which way did they come from?
He knows there's enemies at both ends of the walls there, so he's actually going to throw his javelin. We'll see who he's going for.
Do a javelin.
Going for Pescia.
Oh my god. Not Sheldor?
It's a 20.
Oh,
Nice.
no.
Uh-oh.
11 piercing damage to Pescia.
Nice.
He's moved in. What's their speed? This is getting hard because you're going to bottleneck at the door. Speed's 30 feet. So he's come in. The next one's going to come in right behind him. Going for Rumplemans. Another javelin.
What's their range?
1 million.
Billion miles.
30/120. Another 20.
You rolled another 20? Nice. What are you using that wizard's dice roller?
We're gonna die.
Is that disadvantage?
Yes, it's disadvantage if it's past that first number.
It's got to be past that number. That's a 19. So I think I need to switch that dice out.
Hey, at least it's not a crit.
Rumpy, that is 6 piercing damage. Number 3's coming in. Going for Rumpy again.
Yes.
They're gonna get disadvantage on the javelin.
If they skewer you with a javelin, that's easier to roast you. You're already on a skewer.
14 to hit Rumpy.
Miss.
We've got 2 more coming through the door, and then I'm gonna split them because there's a lot of orcs coming, guys. You made a big ruckus. This one's going for Sheldor with a javelin.
Saying since they threw them, they no longer have those javelins, so...
Yeah, I'm marking them down. Sheldor, that's a 23 to hit.
No.
Yeah?
No.
Yeah?
He's on fire.
Yeah.
I give you max damage because you lied to me. That's 9 piercing.
Ouch. That hurts so bad.
You guys could not die. I would appreciate it.
That's alright, I got like 300 hit points now.
One more's coming through. This one's hitting Butha with a javelin. Is there any disadvantage, my dear?
Sons of bitches.
There
No.
is. Oh! There should have been disadvantage on Sheldor.
That's right!
So, Sheldor, take that damage away because my second roll was a 1.
Goddamn right. All you're doing is angering me.
And I gave you max damage. So, with that one, he accidentally swung it very poorly and hit his friend that came in front of him. So, 9 piercing goes to the orc that just tried to shoot Rumpy. The last one's coming in with disadvantage at Butha. Oh, that's another 1!
There we go. That's how Shannon rolls.
Yep. He hits that same orc the last one hit because they're real fucking stupid, and that's 4 damage. That orc is bleeding bad. Okay, so I'm gonna put the other orcs at the end of the line, and Butha, you're up. 5 orcs just filed into the room.
5 orcs piled into the room. Awesome.
And there's more coming.
I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave.
Yeah, boy.
Metal as fuck!
I'm gonna cast it. It's a 15-foot cube. How many of them can I get?
God damn it.
You're making her math, Arn.
15 foot, you can get 3 of them. Because they all kind of filed in a line.
This is Constitution saving throw.
There's 5. Do you want, like, the first 3, the middle 3?
We'll do the first 3
Okay, con saving throw.
of 14.
Oh, the first one got a 20, and I just dropped my dice. The second one got a 16, and the third one got a 2.
I'm gonna use my what's it called? My
Inspiration?
no.
Desperation.
No.
Perspiration.
It's holy perspiration.
Well, I wrote down. Anyway, the thing where you can. I've got this 1 a day thing. Anyway, so I'm gonna max out the spell damage, so it'll be 16 damage to the one who didn't save, and 8 damage to the ones who did save.
Okay, so the one that didn't save was the one who got hit by his friend's spears. So he's having a really bad day, but luckily it's over now.
And the one who did not save, it's pushed 10 feet back.
Oh, his dead body's flying through the air, and Pescia sees it just fucking fly out of the hole next to her. As it's smoking. It's dead.
And unsecured objects in that cube are completely within the area of effect, or they're automatically pushed 10 feet away from me. And the spell emits a thunderous boom that's audible for 300 feet.
Bringing them all.
Nothing like advertising that someone's there.
I'm not quiet.
So anything that could have been damaged was already damaged in the first blast. And they haven't pulled out their weapons other than their javelins, so they still have those. Sheldor, you have 2 smoking orcs and 2 orcs that are dumb as fuck, but they haven't been touched.
Alright, I'm going to enter into a rage. And then I'm going to use my desperate attack.
Reckless attack, right?
Yep.
Who are you going at?
I'm going to go for one of the smokies.
And I like the downside of that. I didn't use it very often.
What's the downside?
All attacks on him this round have advantage.
Cheater! Gudicris fucking cheater!
What?
You said you didn't use it. Oh, you didn't use the reckless attack?
Yeah, once or twice.
Okay, so advantage on Sheldor. Alright, Sheldor, you're next to the smoking one.
So that was a crit. That is 20 points of damage.
Because it was a critical and so much freaking damage, I'll say, are you right-handed?
Yep.
I'll say you swung through the first smoking one so hard that it carried through the second smoking one.
Whee!
And you freaking dropped the 2 smoking orcs. They're dead. Nice move. Rumpy, you have 2 orcs in the room and a bunch more trying to file in. They're bottlenecking in the other room.
Well, I'll try to add to the body count. 16 to hit.
Yep. Yes.
21 points of damage.
Ah, that one's dead. These orcs, you guys are hitting them so hard, they're just exploding left and right. You're covered in orc viscous. Good thing Experia is so far away in her new armor, it's not getting ruined yet.
Right.
Not getting bloodied.
Don't get my armor all dirty.
Other than being impaled by a javelin.
Yeah.
That's true. The other set of orcs are up. They're going to start filing through the door. The first one comes in. Who are we going to go for? Vutha. Where are you, Vutha? Are you outside?
I'm still by that window. I'm pretty sure the glass is broken out of it.
Okay, so that's going to be disadvantage. Which is good, because I just rolled another 20. I got my dice out of my retirement bag, and they don't want to go back in, apparently. But that's a force.
This with a javelin?
Yeah, so he misses you. The next orc that files in is going for Sheldor, so it's going to go right up next to you.
Yeah.
He pulls out his great axe.
Got advantage.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
And Kirk's sitting there going, shut up, Ar!
That's an 18 to hit.
Nope.
Seriously? What's your AC?
19.
Third one's gonna file in from that group. Taking side of Sheldor, they are not happy with you. He's actually got to move in between you and Vutha outside, because all his buddies are starting to surround you. So with advantage, that is a 21 to hit.
Okay.
That's 13 slashing damage.
No, it's not. I'm in a rage, so I'm immune to piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing damage.
No, you're not immune, but you only take half.
I take half. So what was that?
13, so that is going to be 7. 7 slashing. The next one comes to the north side of you, and now you're surrounded, so this is the last one that can get you, Sheldor. But that is a 17 to hit.
Fuck off.
And the 5th one, or the 10th one, goes for Vutha. So he really cannot get to Vutha.
I'll allow it.
So he's going to go through his friend. And he's close enough for the javelin to not be at disadvantage, but he's going to do his javelin. However, that's a 3, so that's a total of 8. So, Experia, there are currently 9 orcs in this room, most surrounding Sheldor.
This is where she runs out of the room.
I've got 2 hit points, so has any of the orcs noticed me yet?
They've noticed that you're there. You're on the other side of the building, so it's going to be a long jaunt around the building.
Yeah, you can come to me and ask me to heal you, and I probably would.
Do you have health potions from Adabra?
I have 1 healing potion.
Or you could just concentrate on, like, backing out, hiding, sniping.
Experia, what you can tell is all but 3 have used their javelin. That is their only ranged weapon, and they appear to be concentrating on Sheldor.
Okay, am I able to use my healing potion and fight, or is using my healing potion my action?
That's going to be your action.
You'd have to have multiple attacks.
Are there any windows I can go to, or am I too short to see in any window?
Didn't even think about that. Initially, you were looking through a window. However, you have this big old frickin' hole in the wall that Vutha blew out that I assumed you were shooting through.
Yes, that's where I was shooting through.
So, I mean, if you wanted to, you could go back behind where the wall hasn't been blown out to take cover. Because everyone seems very interested in Sheldor. and the majority of the action is going on the front of the house.
Alright, I'm going to take cover there and use my healing potion.
There is one more left on this group of the first 5 who is concentrated on Vutha. He is going to come to the window and try to attack Vutha.
Awesome.
22 to hit Vutha.
That's a hit, and I'm also going to take a reaction.
After your damage?
I believe that I'm going to take the damage.
Okay. So that is 8 slashing.
My reaction is Wrath of Storm. He's got to make a dex saving throw of 14.
He made a 20!
That dick monkey. He's going to take 5 lightning damage.
So after he swings his great axe at you, lightning immediately comes back and hits him, and he's like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
Ouch!
So Vutha, you're up.
Alright, so how many people are gangbanging Sheldor?
All but one.
The one that just attacked you, and then Sheldor has 3 on him, and there seems to be 2 more that just threw their javelin at you. However, Sheldor is essentially surrounded with 3 of them really concentrating on him.
Now, the guys who threw their javelins, where are they at in reference to Sheldor? Are they within, say, 10 feet of him?
I'd say 2 are.
If I wanted to do an AoE centered on Sheldor, I would get the 3 attacking him, and how many more? It's a 10-foot radius.
You could, at max, get 3 of them.
Alright. So I'm going to cast Shatter. Sheldor, you'll be fine.
I'm gonna plug my ears.
Constitution saving throw. You'll be fine. You got a con saving throw of 14.
The first one got 15. The second one got 15. The third one got 17. They all succeeded.
How'd you do, Kirk? Did you pass?
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, you too.
Oh, I thought he was going to be fine.
Well, I'm sure he's going to be fine.
That would be a 23.
Alright, so everybody will take 8 damage.
Sheldor, you're up. You have 3 that Vutha just hit. They're hurting. And then you're basically fucking surrounded. You want to hit one that's been hurt or not hurt?
I've been hurt.
Aren't all 3 of them by him hurt? Because I centered it on him. So even if they save, they took 8 damage.
There were 4 around him, but each square is 5 feet. I was assuming from him to the 2 to the top, and then 1 to the right of him would be the 10-foot around.
Were they all meleeing him?
Yes.
Then they'd all have to be within 5 feet of him.
Ow! Okay.
That's 10 feet radius, so that'd be a 20-foot diameter.
So then 2 more need to do it. It was a con save.
Yes.
That one made it, and that one failed. So this one took 8. Well, I'm sorry. So it would be 16 on the last one.
Yeah.
So you killed one of them. Good job. All right, Sheldor. Everybody surrounding you is hurting.
25 to hit with my Painmaker sword.
Yes, sir.
That's lame. 8 points of damage.
That's not lame. You killed one.
And then I am going to call on my Storm Aura.
Okay.
It's a dex saving throw of 13.
For the same guy or a different one?
Same guy.
Oh, he's dead.
Okay, different guy.
So he failed. Dex saving throw on another one?
Yep.
16.
Ah!
I know, right? What the fuck?
Okay, you're not allowed to... whatever you're doing, you better carry this over to our next game.
This is coming from Klex, who rolled 3 1s in a row when you have a chance of 100. So nothing happens to that guy?
Let me look up and see if they take half damage.
Okay. I didn't expect you guys would be fighting everyone in one room, but I mean, when Vutha exploded the fucking place, it kind of has to happen.
So it takes 4 whole damage. Fucking lame.
He's hurting real bad, though. Ruppelmans. Basically, everyone surrounding Sheldor is really, really hurt. The one he just hit is bleeding bad.
Alright, I'll go for one that doesn't look to be as badly hurt.
That's probably in group 1. I'll give you him.
What aura do you use, Kirk?
See?
Alright, good. You're my new favorite person here. Out of all of them. I'll make sure you live.
Okay.
15 to hit?
Yes.
Maximum damage. 22 points.
So you let this arrow fly, and it goes straight through one of his eyeballs, right out the back of his head, and actually whizzes past Apeshia's head with an eyeball attached to it. He's dead. So the first group's done. The orcs are up. We have the 3 on Sheldor. Do I still have advantage, Sheldor, or did that end last round?
That ended. Until I do it again.
First one was 13.
No!
Second one's 22.
No!
What? Oh, because you're raging, right?
No!
Third one's Seriously? Did I hit you?
Yeah, you hit me.
Are you almost dead?
No.
He'll be fine.
Nowhere close.
That one's going to be 7 piercing damage. And then the third one was an unnatural 20 for 5 piercing damage. And then I got one more that was concentrated on Vutha at the window.
What's it hit me with?
Great Axe.
Awesome.
22 to hit.
Hits.
I'm not rolling the right damage, guys. I should have gave you way more damage, Vutha. That's okay.
8's enough.
6 damage to Vutha.
Alright, and as a reaction, he's gonna take, well, a dex save.
That's 13.
Haha, you failed. 12 points of electrical damage.
Oh.
Of lightning damage.
Him dead. Him really dead. So that guy's gone. That takes us to Sheldor. You have 2 orcs left. 2 orcs that are very, very hurt.
You know, the problem with Sheldor having like 50 hit points or whatever means like never heal him.
So, do I get to play it all?
Oh no, Apestia!
Did you skip me twice?
I think I may have. Apestia,
Once.
take
Just
2
once.
hits.
It's only been once.
I took a long time to do my action.
You know the problem is I crossed out the first groups of orcs and you're above them.
You're above the orcs.
Go ahead and take your shot and then we'll go back to Sheldor. I apologize. You have one you can hit that's not behind Sheldor.
Going for one that is within 5 feet of Sheldor, which means I get my sneak attack. 18 to hit.
That's a hit.
8 damage.
He's dead. Your bolt kills his ass. I apologize for skipping you. I blame my children. Everything is their fault. Everything. Sheldor, go ahead. You got 1 orc left who's not looking real good.
Sheldor smash.
I'm going to attack him with my Painmaker. 19 to hit.
Yup.
17 points of damage.
You cleave him in half. Sheldor, you are currently surrounded by a shit ton of fucking dead orcs. Yay!
I roar.
Who wants to come in and loot these guys?
I pick up one of its hearts and I take a big bite out of it.
Ugh. How's that taste?
Kind of rubbery.
Yeah. You gotta cut that up into really tiny chunks and fry it.
I want to loot some of that the bodies.
All
Not
right.
too far away.
Roll. You can come in.
Are there other orcs, though, on the property?
There could potentially be. Currently, there's nobody else filing into this room.
I have to cross open ground.
Sheldor, give me a D10 roll.
3.
I will heal Experia for 11 hit points.
Woo! Full hit points again.
How many hit points do you have? You were down to 2. You have 16?
I used a healing potion. I have 21 hit points.
Oh, okay. All right. Sheldor, I got no hope of healing you. You're just too damn tough.
I'm at 40.
Yeah, you're fine.
So Sheldor's digging through pockets, and he finds a small pewter cage inscribed with the name of a fell demon. I don't know what that name is.
I want to go look for something.
Experia, give me a D10.
2.
An 8-sided die crafted in solid glass. Does anyone else want to roll a D10?
I got a 6.
You find a small steel mirror set in a crescent moonstone frame.
Now you can look at yourself.
7.
You get a dragon's fang hanging from a silk cord.
Nice. Put that around my neck.
Experia the Quick was played by Nikki. Sheldor the Turtle played by Kirk. Vutha the Lizard Man played by Arn. Rumpelminz the Half-Elf played by Jason, and the Dungeon Master was Shannon. For ways to contact us or to find out more information about our Patreon, check out the show notes. Please rate, subscribe, and share. Thanks for joining our merry band of assholes. Until next time. The sound effects and songs can be found on epidemicsound.com and are used under the Creative Commons license. Also from Syrinscape. Check them out at Syrinscape.com. Some songs may have been edited from their original form. I thought you guys would be stealthy as shit, like going in and stealthily taking out the orcs, but Vutha had to blow up half of the farmhouse.
Fuck no, Vutha made an entrance. He's coming in like a pro wrestler with pyro in his entrance.
I loved it. Oh, so you guys kicked the shit out of 14 orcs. Nice.
Holy cow.
How hurt did everyone get?
I almost died.
I lost 14.
Lost 6.
I
Oh,
lost 25.
I hit everybody. Woo, woo, woo. I don't get to do that very often, so that was exciting.